There's almost nothing harder in somebody's life than going through a divorce, a separation, a custody battle. And what we want to talk about today are 3 things that you can do to get yourself straight. If you're a man, you're struggling with this, if everything got swept away from you and your whole future, everything that you hoped for is just removed from you, and you feel like everything's hopeless. I can tell you right now, it's not hopeless. I've coached thousands of men to achieving excellence from this position that you're in right now, to be the man that I know you can be, because I've seen so many men completely revolutionize their lives post-divorce. You need to get yourself in a good headspace. You cannot stay in the negative. You've got to get in the solution. So first and foremost, when you're in this situation, if you're going through divorce, any custody issues, what you need to do right now is you need to download my survival guide for the Single Dad's Guide to Divorce and Custody. It's simple, it's easy, that's your starting place. And if you haven't done that yet and you expect to get some results in your situation, then you're really shooting yourself in the foot. This is gonna help you in big ways. We've coached thousands of men over the course of 10 plus years, and we just have a massive community and resources and help for you to get started there. You can follow the link tree down below and get plugged into that. You're going to be perfect in it. The next thing that I want you to know is that if you're suffering from something that has to do with mental health, or you need to see a psychiatrist, a therapist, a psychologist, I don't want to hold you back from that. That is something that is super important to take care of. These are trying times, and you may have never felt this before. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the right measures for that. So number 1, the first thing that we want to do if we're in that negative thinking, if we're in those thoughts of revenge, resentment, why me, sulking, sadness, and we just don't want to move or do anything, I want you to pick up the phone and I want you to call somebody. In fact, even if you're not in a state of depression or anxiety or whatever you want to call it right now, I always tell everybody, call 5 people a day. When you can get in that routine of calling 5 people a day, it is literally one of the best lifelines for you. And this is really the survival line. This is something that I tell everybody that I work with in terms of addiction, in terms of divorce, in terms of any tough, challenging life development thing that really has a low percentage of success, is that when we can integrate ourselves with a community of 5 people that we talk to a day, we build a support system. So if you're depressed today, pick up the phone and call somebody. If you're going through anxiety right now, pick up the phone and call somebody. If you're not going through any of those things and you just want to build a foundation for excellence, which I can guarantee you is going to work, pick up the phone and call somebody. Now, especially in a divorce or some highly traumatic event, you may not be able to call your therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist on an hourly, minute-by-minute basis, but you know 5 friends that you can. And if you don't know 5 friends, you probably know a combination of friends and family members that you can do that with. Also, in a divorce situation, you can't call your attorney, nor should you be calling your attorney every day, multiple times a day when something goes wrong, and a lot goes wrong in these situations. So what you want to do is you want to develop a support system of people to talk to. So really simply, 5 people a day, every day, get on that phone right now, call somebody up. And if you're searching for that, go to the Austin Men's Development Group. That is in the show notes in the link tree. You can go there and you can meet 5 people pretty easily. You can meet 100 people pretty easily that are going to help you out. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to get into your body. If you're sitting there and you're watching this video and you're going, man, this is terrible. My life is just, going down the drain in all these ways. And I'm thinking about all this negative stuff, and I'm thinking about her and the revenge and her social media or whatever the heck it is. Get out of that victim mentality, get out of that negative thinking, get into the solution and use your body. Right now, your mind isn't telling you the right thing. In fact, every morning I wake up, I'm not a morning person. Oftentimes I wake up depressed. I have to get myself started because I don't want to build a foundation on that negative thought. So when I'm too much in my head and my mind's racing in all these areas and it's guaranteeing me that I'm right, I have the solution, I can slack, I can be angry, I can be resentful, I can be vengeful, I need to get into my body. So that could be taking a walk, that could be doing a set of push-ups, that could be going for a short run, which is usually what I do every morning for about 30 minutes. I could walk the dog, I could do a bodyweight program here on YouTube, I could do many things. It depends on where you want to take it, but getting in your body on a constant and consistent level, but especially when you're in a depressed state, is huge. It is massive. And even more importantly, it's going to save you from doing something stupid you might regret that happens in these high stress situations. Now, the third thing you need to be doing is breathing. Now there's something called 10 breaths that I say to do. It will take you about 1 minute, might take about 90 seconds if you really push it, but this is gonna reset you immediately. If you wanted to just change your mind and change your mood that quick, do the 10 breaths exercise. It's super simple. I'll put a link in the show notes as well as in the little description here on YouTube, or the thing that pops out. You know what I'm saying, the cards. There's all sorts of breath work stuff that we do, but 10 breaths is something you can do within 1 minute. 1 minute, where you take these 10 breaths, you do a hold, and you get a reset. You get a reset on where you're going. Now it's a quick fix, and in fact, all of these solutions are somewhat of a quick fix, but it's something that's gonna get you out of that state, which is telling you all sorts of stuff. And man, again, when you're going through a divorce, when you're going through a custody battle, you are unprepared for where your mind is going to take you. You want to be able to get that reset. And anytime you have like some anxiety or something like that, you do those 10 breaths. It's 10 full inhalations and exhalations in a circular breath, meaning it doesn't stop. And then we hold on the 10th breath, and want to make sure we're sitting down, we're not driving, anything like that, because you might get a little bit lightheaded or really lightheaded. And man, it's just going to reset you. So I just want to review this for you. It's 3 things, super easy. You can do them right now. If you think they're not going to help you, I guarantee you they're going to help you. You call 5 people a day, every day. And if you're in a depressed state, or you can't get off the couch, or you think you're off, call 5 people. Go to the Austin Men's Development Board. The link is in the link tree down below, and say you need some help, and you'll get on the phone with 5 people there. It's a thing that you can do right now to help you. What else do? We get into our bodies when we can't get out of our heads. We reset our bodies with our breath work and move into a meditation so we can be a great man. All 3 of these things are things that will cut your anxiety. They're a quick switch that we can rely on to make ourselves think a little bit better, be a little bit better, and they put us in a place where we can start taking in and rebuilding our lives in the right way. They're not going to solve all the problems overnight, but true change doesn't happen that way. It happens slowly but surely. You got to build that foundation, build it now. So guys, here's what I want you to do. If this is something that you like, man, hit that subscribe button. Check out our playlists that we have on divorce, or breath work, or bettering yourself, or maybe even dating after a divorce. We got all that here. We've been around for a long time. If you want to dive into this immediately and get involved in our free calls, get involved in our free network that's 24/7 support, you want to hit that link tree and go to the Austin Men's Development Facebook group. And of course, if you're going through a divorce and that's something that is happening to you right now, you got to download that PDF. Also in the link tree. Follow the instructions in that. Take one foot, put it in front of the other, get involved in a community, get involved in the help that you need, because the solution is out there. And if you don't know where that is, check back in with us and we'll point you in the right direction. Just remember, your potential of being a great man is there. I know it's there. You might be thinking that it can't happen, you only see darkness ahead, all this sort of stuff. We've been there. It's a part of the process. It's the part of your rite of passage right now. And we're going to take you through that other side, and rebuild you and make you awesome, so that you can be a great dad, you can be a great man, and you truly are that man that committed to bettering yourself to another person. And although life threw a curveball at you, we're going to make it great. All right, Steve Mayeda signing off. We'll talk to you soon.